people here have survived in an uneasy, I wouldn't say harmony with nature. I don't believe we live in harmony with nature at all. We live in an uneasy compromise with nature. I don't believe that harmony is necessarily a recipe for getting ahead, or even I don't believe it's even a recipe for survival. But compromise is. And the people here have lived in, and at times, very uneasy harmony with a very demanding environment, and they have survived it. The people here are most flexible and most adaptable and most tolerant of the way modern things are going, but this is a step too far. This is a direct attack on them. They do find injustice intolerable.
They didn't even want to know that we exist.
No, they treated us with contempt. We were just something in front of us, maybe.
If you look at the information,
dirt maybe on the shovel to be shoveled away. That's the way I felt about it.
I think they felt nobody lives here.
Yeah.
If you look at the maps Shell published about this project, there's nobody living here. There's no village, no road, no nothing here.
A good relationship with the local residents, and if there are any queries, we endeavour to come back with and deal with those queries as promptly as possible.
Are you invited in here tonight?
Sorry?
Are you invited in here tonight? Yes, I'll have to ask you to leave. I don't mind about a camera. Cora, out, please. Out. I asked you.
I would remove your hand from me if I
Yes,
were you.
well, I'm asking you to.
Keep it well removed.
I'm asking you to move out tonight. You weren't invited in here.
We're in Nigeria now, you know.
Huh?
This is what happens in Nigeria.
I'm not debating that at all, but
This man here is stopping us.
it's a private
On
meeting.
whose behalf are you stopping us? On whose behalf are you stopping us? On whose behalf? You're behalf. So you're in charge, yeah.
I'm in charge.
So who's here? I'm a landowner, Russell.
Yes.
I'm a landowner.
Yes.
I promise you. So you're stopping me. Yes. Can I get on to tell us what to do? Will you tell you what to do? I won't listen. You listen to us.
You do not have the goodwill and the consent of the receiving community, and because you imprisoned 5 of our friends for 94 days, you are never going to get it.
Never. Finished.
And to quote the words of one of your own engineers, he said, he never seen such an oil-rich area so completely devastated. And what you've done in Nigeria, you've done here. You bribe politicians from the bottom straight to the fucking top. I can guarantee you, it will not happen here.
The company has all the expertise, the technology, the permission, the contracts, the money. And then in the other pan of the balance is public opinion and knowledge of what that does.
With what was going on, there was no way I was going to keep quiet and just watch it go on. So I just decided this is it, and I left. And the same thing happened to so many people who knew, who could foresee what was going on. It was traumatic because all you've known all your life, and your loved ones and your friends and everything you'd grown up to know, you leave it behind. And then you go to a completely new environment where you have to like start from scratch. It wasn't the easiest thing. It wasn't. It wasn't. But when you look at where you're going and where you're coming from, it was like being, how do they say it? The rock and the hard place. So you had to like decide which one. You're better safe than sorry. And the way I saw it was live to fight another day.
It's obvious that the one faculty that really distinguishes us humans from the rest of creation, for want of a better word, is imagination. It is imagination that has enabled us to see where we can go, that has enabled us to see survivability where there was no possibility of survivability. I mean, to me it's so obvious that imagination is what makes us human. When we think of how few suicides you get in famine circumstances, why the blazes didn't we all kill ourselves when the hunger ensured that half of us were going to die, or maybe that there was no possibility of we surviving? But we don't do that, whether we are Irish or whether we are Horn of Africa peoples. That is the triumph of imagination over reality. It is what survivability is.
In 1990, Mayyasa, the movement for the survival of the Ogoni people, was formed with writer Ken Saro-Wiwa as president. In December 1992, Mayyasa issued an ultimatum to the oil companies, demanding compensation and threatening mass, non-violent action if their demands were not met. Despite a government ban on public gatherings, 30,000 people came together to demonstrate on January 4th, 1993. During the ensuing months, government repression intensified, with an estimated 2,000 civilians murdered by the military and 30 villages destroyed.
From today onwards, Shell is declared persona non grata in Ogoni.